A boy wearing a Halloween mask climbed above a doorway, planning to surprise someone as they entered. He balanced himself on top of the frame, with a mattress standing upright below. But as he waited, the door suddenly gave way under his weight, breaking loose from its hinges. The boy fell together with the door, landing safely on the mattress below. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and the prank ended with laughter instead of injury. This incident highlights how easily accidents can happen when safety isn't considered during playful moments. Doors, frames, and furniture are not built to hold human weight. They're meant for movement and structure, not support. Even a short climb can place unexpected stress on hinges and wood joints, causing them to fail without warning. It's always important to think ahead before attempting any kind of stunt or prank. In Nigeria, a group of people attempted to free a car that was stuck by tying it with a rope to a truck, hoping the truck could pull it out. At first, the plan seemed to work. The truck began pulling the car. However, the car suddenly struck a wall during the process, which put extreme tension on the rope. The rope snapped, and the vehicle rolled into a nearby ravine. Thankfully, no one was inside the car at the time, and everyone remained safe. But the incident caused damage to the vehicle and a tense moment for those involved. This event highlights the dangers of improvising with makeshift towing methods. Using ropes, chains, or other equipment not rated for vehicle towing can fail under stress, leading to accidents. Whenever a vehicle is stuck, it's essential to use proper towing equipment and techniques, such as recovery straps, tow hooks, and winches, and to ensure the towing vehicle is capable of handling the load. Maintaining a safe distance from potential hazards like walls, slopes, or ravines is also crucial. Planning the recovery carefully and using the right tools can prevent damage, protect everyone nearby, and ensure that even a challenging situation is resolved safely. On a road construction site, workers were tasked with clearing a path blocked by a large boulder. To move it, they wrapped steel cables around the rock and used a crane to lift it, planning to place it onto a truck for relocation. However, the extreme weight of the rock created immense pressure on the crane's structure. The boulder began to roll unexpectedly, and the crane itself lifted slightly off the ground before tipping into a nearby ravine, carrying the rock along with it. This incident underscores the importance of assessing load weight and equipment limits before attempting to lift heavy objects. Cranes and lifting machinery have maximum capacities that should never be exceeded. Workers should also ensure that all rigging, cables, and attachment points are rated for the load and are properly secured. In addition, using spotters, stabilizing outriggers, and maintaining a safe working distance can prevent accidents during heavy lifts. Planning the lift path and understanding the terrain, especially near slopes or ravines, is critical to keeping the equipment and crew safe. By respecting weight limits, proper rigging, and safe lifting practices, construction teams can complete challenging tasks without compromising safety or causing equipment failure. At a dumping site, a dump truck was unloading a full load into a lower dumping area. As the load started sliding down into the lower pit, the shifting weight caused the rear of the truck to lift. Within seconds, the truck's center of gravity changed, and the entire vehicle tipped backward, falling into the lower dumping zone. The operator managed to escape safely, but the truck was left damaged and stuck at the edge of the site. This incident shows how gravity and load dynamics can create unexpected hazards during unloading operations. When dumping into a lower area, it's crucial to maintain a safe distance from the edge and ensure the truck is positioned on firm, level ground. Raising the bed too high or standing too close to the drop zone can make the vehicle unstable as the material shifts weight toward the rear. Operators should always assess the dumping angle, distance, and slope before unloading, especially when working near open pits or drop-offs. In India, a man climbed to the edge of a cliff overlooking a scenic waterfall. Hoping for an adventurous jump, he dived into the water below. However, the height and uneven depth of the pool made the landing far more dangerous than it appeared. This heartbreaking event highlights the importance of understanding and respecting natural environments. Waterfalls, rivers, and cliffs are constantly changing due to rain, erosion, and water flow. A pool that seems deep one day might be shallow or filled with hidden rocks the next. The calm surface of the water can disguise powerful undercurrents or slippery rocks just beneath. Before attempting any dive, jump, or even swimming activity in a natural setting, always assess the risks carefully. Never assume the water is deep enough. Always check for posted safety warnings and if none are present, it's safest not to dive at all. On a busy roadside, a driver attempted to overtake a line of cars. As the vehicle moved off the main road, it struck several light poles along the edge, which caused the driver to lose control. The car then rolled down a nearby ravine, coming to a stop at the bottom. Fortunately, the driver managed to exit the vehicle safely, and no other vehicles were directly involved, but the accident highlighted how quickly road conditions and poor decisions can escalate. This incident emphasizes the importance of patience and awareness when driving, especially on crowded or narrow roads. Attempting to overtake in unsafe locations can put the driver, passengers, and other road users at serious risk. Drivers should always wait for clear, open lanes, maintain safe speeds, and avoid roadside hazards like poles, barriers, or slopes. Planning routes in advance, staying alert, and respecting road conditions are simple steps that can prevent accidents. Remember, taking a few extra seconds to drive safely is far better than risking a collision or a vehicle rolling off the road. At a coastal work site, a dump truck loaded with soil was positioned near the shoreline to unload its cargo into the sea. Everything seemed fine at first. The driver raised the truck bed to release the soil. However, the ground beneath was sloped. As the load began to shift, the truck's brakes couldn't maintain their hold on the incline. Within seconds, the entire vehicle started sliding forward and ended up in the water. Thankfully, the operator managed to exit safely, but the incident served as a serious wake-up call about the dangers of working on slanted or unstable terrain. This incident highlights the critical importance of thorough preparation and vigilance whenever operating heavy vehicles, especially when unloading materials into lower areas. Even when a task seems routine, the combination of vehicle weight, raised truck beds, and gravity can create unexpected hazards if safety measures are overlooked. Operators should always begin by assessing the site carefully. This includes checking that the ground is firm, level, and capable of supporting the full weight of the truck. Even when unloading into a designated pit or lower area, the surface near the edges must be solid enough to prevent tilting or sliding. A simple pre-operation inspection can identify soft spots or weak edges that could compromise stability. A male driver was traveling along a local road bordered by open farmland and small ponds. As he approached a narrow section near the water's edge, the vehicle suddenly veered off course, possibly due to a brief moment of inattention or a misjudgment of distance. Within seconds, the car left the roadway and plunged into a nearby pond. The front end of the vehicle submerged first, but the driver reacted quickly. He managed to roll down the window, escape the sinking car, and climb onto the roof as it partially floated before settling in the shallow water. Thanks to his quick response and calm thinking, the driver escaped unharmed, though the vehicle sustained heavy water damage. This incident serves as a crucial reminder that even a few seconds of inattention can lead to serious consequences. Drivers should stay focused at all times, especially when driving near waterways or narrow roads with limited barriers. Regular vehicle checks, like ensuring brakes and steering systems are responsive, can also help prevent loss of control. In addition, knowing how to respond in emergencies can make all the difference. If a vehicle ends up in water, it's vital to stay calm, unbuckle the seatbelt immediately, roll down or break the window, and exit as quickly as possible. Preparedness and focus are the keys to staying safe, no matter how routine the drive may seem. At a loading area, a female worker was operating a forklift to load a stacked set of cargo onto a transport truck. The task seemed simple. She aligned the forks beneath the pallet, lifted it steadily, and began moving toward the loading area. However, as she attempted to position the load onto the truck bed, the angle of the forks wasn't perfectly balanced. The cargo was tall and slightly uneven, which made it less stable during movement. As she adjusted the forklift's position, the upper part of the stacked goods started to sway. Before she could correct it, the load shifted forward, causing the entire stack to fall from the forks. Goods hit the ground, resulting in significant product damage. Fortunately, no one was standing close by, and the worker was unharmed, but the incident caused a temporary halt to operations and raised serious questions about safety procedures and training. This incident highlights the critical importance of proper load balancing and cautious forklift operation. Operators should always ensure that pallets are evenly stacked, centered, and secured before lifting. Loads should be kept low while traveling, and adjustments should be made slowly, especially near trucks or elevated surfaces. Regular refresher training equipment checks, and awareness of load stability can prevent such mishaps. A few minutes spent on preparation can save thousands in damages and, more importantly, keep the workplace safe for everyone involved. In Brazil, a man attempted to dive into a swimming pool from a height. However, his jump was miscalculated, and instead of landing cleanly in the water, his face made contact with the pool's edge. This incident serves as a clear reminder that even familiar environments like swimming pools can become dangerous if basic safety checks are ignored. Before diving, it's important to always assess the depth of the water and ensure there's enough horizontal distance between the jumping point and the pool's edge.